Hello friends, welcome back to another Magic Monday. Today we're looking at maybe the stupidest deck I've ever built in my life. It's called Check Out My OnlyLands. Yeah, exactly. Average mana cost of 3.1. We have 5 white cards, 2 blue cards, 3 black cards, 2 green cards, 14 artifacts, and 73 lands. We have 2 creatures, a god and a hag, more on that later, 4 instants, 3 sorceries, 14 artifacts, 4 enchantments, and 73 lands. So what's the point of this deck? Well, the point is to get out a Seeka God of the Tree. Specifically the Prismatic Bridge. 1 of each color. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. As a reminder, we only have 2 in the deck. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. So what are our 2 creatures? Thassa, the Deep Dwelling. 6/5 legendary indestructible god. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 other target creature and then return it to the battlefield under your control. And our other creature is the Hourglass Coven. When it enters the battlefield, draft a card from the Hourglass Coven's spellbook twice. Put those cards onto the battlefield. Other warlocks you control get +1/1. So each turn, the goal is to create 2 more hags. And the hags are things like, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent discards a card. Or, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Target creature gets -2/-1. Create a black skeleton token. Each opponent mills 5 cards, then exile each opponent's graveyard. Scry 2. Warlocks you control have Ward, pay 2 life. I like that one a lot. Warlocks you control have Menace. Or at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Did I say the skeleton one? Yeah, each turn make a skeleton. Yeah, anyway. So each turn, the goal is to put 2 more hags into play, with an emphasis on this one here, where they lose 2 life and we gain 2 life. This one is pretty decent. Each opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice something. This one is good if we need blockers. We can make some skeleton creatures. And the ward pay 2 life, very important. So the idea is we get this out, this Prismatic Bridge, as quickly as possible. Then we get out Thassa and the Hourglass Coven, and we do our best to protect the Hourglass Coven until we win. So non-lands, we've got a whole bunch of mana rocks. Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Lantern of Revealing, Altar of the It just keeps going and going and going and going. Look at all of these mana rocks. We do have Icon of Ancestry in here. Choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/1. We just choose Hag, and it's fine. On that point, we also have Radiant Destiny. We choose Hag. They get +1/1 and potentially Vigilance. Rally the Ranks, we choose Hag, they get +1/1. So it's just a little bit of buffing for the Hags, because they are a little squishy at 3/3. We have Witch's Vengeance, because that fits with the Hag theme, but creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3/3 until end of turn. That's good if you are facing another tribal deck, obviously. And then we have stuff to protect them, like Heroic Intervention. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Or this portal. Actually, not the portal. The Lauren's Escape. That's what I meant. Target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So we try to protect our hags. Druid class is here so we can play additional lands. And because we have 70 some odd lands, we gain a life each turn, basically, as long as it's in play, which is good because any quick deck will make this deck completely ineffective. Let me just tell you that right out. But the goal of this series, when I started it, these Magic Monday videos, is to showcase some weird decks, some fun decks, and occasionally some stupid decks. So that's why we're doing this one. But as I just showed you, this the portal, exile target creature you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner control. It gains first strike until end of turn. We do this on the Hourglass Coven, we make 2 more hags. Same thing with Ephemerate. Exile target creature you control, then return to the battlefield. And it has rebound, so you do it 2 turns in a row, which is really nice. Down here, what do we got? It's because we already looked at all these mana rocks. We got another mana rock here. We've got Crippling Fear, choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of that chosen type get -3/3 until end of turn. We choose Hag. It can board wipe, which is nice. River's Rebuke, send all their stuff back to their hand. We just got an army of Hags. Good job. And Akroma's Memorial, creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red. It's good against those black decks, those red decks, and those black and red decks. So this is just here to further protect our Hags. And then we have all the lands. All the lands. Look at them all. So many lands. In fact, how many lands are there? 70 some odd? They're all unique. There are no basic lands in this deck. As I'm scrolling through this list here, maybe you can see it, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm scrolling too fast. I don't know. No basic lands. The closest are these ones, the Triomes, and then the Lounge and the Headquarters. And of course the World Tree's in here because it should be. So this is the deck. It's called Check Out My OnlyLands for a reason. It has 2 creatures. It has some stuff to protect those 2 creatures. And it's really dumb, but weirdly fun to play, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Watch the games and you tell me if it looked like fun or not. I just think it was a fun mechanic, so that's why I did it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you do enjoy it, give it a like. I appreciate that. Also, like 75% of the views in this Magic Monday channel are from people who are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are one of those people, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, it's easy to fix. Just click subscribe. And finally, be kind to yourselves and each other. I always say it because I always mean it. Now, without further ado, let's get to some games.